Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. This is part 2 in our series on growing microgreen shoots from green peas, and I'm going to show you in this video how they will continue to grow after you've harvested them. So stay tuned and you'll learn how to get more bang for your buck out of your green pea microgreens. Alright, we're going to rinse these just like we've done in the past. Once it's got a good root establishment, I'm just running some water right on them. Right on them. Give it a little swirl. Just going to hold my hand there so they don't fall out, which I don't think they will. Let it drain. Now we're going to do the same thing with the second one. Really, really easy. Just run some water over it. There's still a lot of growth in this tray. We want to get the most out of this that we possibly can. So now we're just going to let that drain off. And then both of these are going to go under the grow lights. You could put them in a sunny location, brightly lit location, whatever you have. And then I'm going to continue to do this same routine right here twice a day. And I will monitor it and take you along with me as these things continue to grow until they get big enough for us to harvest. Twice a day, water them just like I just did. Good morning everybody. This is day 5 on our regrowth of our pea microgreens. And I want you to see on this tray we have some aggressive little pea shoots here. They're coming up really well. They're all coming up. And what happens is when we cut them, they start branching off in a different direction and regrow. And then of course there's some peas down there that were very slow to get started with to begin with, so they're growing on upward. So we have some nice growth in both of these trays. And so we're going to continue to water them twice a day, and all I do is just run some water in here. Make sure that their roots get a good drink, and then just allow them to drain. That's it. And then they go back under the lights. We do this twice a day. And if you don't have grow lights, that's fine. You can put them in a sunny location, just like before, no problem. And we just keep doing this twice a day. They spend about 12 hours in the bright lights and then 12 hours at night in the darkness. And just like they would if they were outside. This is the morning of day 10, and you can see we have a lot of wonderful, vigorous growth here. And you could harvest them like they are, but I'm going to let them get a little bit bigger than this. And I'm going to continue to rinse them, just like I've shown you before, twice a day. And then we're going to keep them in bright light for about 12 hours for the day. And then they are in the dark for about 12 hours in the day, just as if they were outside. This is day 14 on our second round of our pea microgreen shoots, and we're going to go ahead and harvest them today. Now before I harvest them, I want to show you a comparison here. In my right hand here, I have a third growth on pea microgreens, and these were harvested at about the same time these were harvested. I think there might have been 1 day apart on them. But you see, someone out there is going to ask me, can we do this a third time around? Well, on the third time around, they tend to get a little bit tired. They're running out of their own nutrients that are in the pea seeds themselves. And if you really want to go beyond a second round on this, you should put them in some soil and start adding some fertilizer to it as well, and they will grow for you. I wouldn't cut them another time beyond this other than to harvest them and you're done. But these would have grown better had I fertilized them, but I wanted to show you that you can get 2 really solid growths out of them. Third time around, they're getting a little tired, a little spent, and they would need some help if you want to go beyond the second round. We're going to harvest these pretty much like we did the first batch, and if you didn't see that, I'll put a link to that video below. But this time I'm going to harvest them even closer because I'm not going to invite these to go for a third round. And you can see there is a lot of root packed down there at the bottom by that paper towel. So all I'm going to do is, just like I did before, I'm going to clip them as close as I can to the seed itself, grab the shoots, and they're all tangled up, so I have to just give them a little snip. If you happen to get a piece of a seed there, you want to cut that off. And I'm just going to snip along the way and put them in a container. And then I've got a paper towel at the bottom of the container just to help absorb any extra moisture that might be in there. And this will be stored in the refrigerator, and we're going to enjoy these on our salads. Okay, our first tray is harvested. Now we'll go for the second tray. Really, really easy. You see this one's loaded with roots too. Our second tray has been harvested, and you see I have quite a bit of microgreens in this tub, and it's going to last us a number of days. And again, this will be stored with the lid on it in the refrigerator, and it's best to use them within about 5 days or so. They may keep for you a little longer. They'll start to dry out some though beyond that. And just for my benefit, I'm going to go ahead and harvest these other 2 trays that were actually on their third round and call it quits with them because they are very tired plants. Do let me know if you have any questions or comments below. Happy sprouting, everybody. This is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Bye for now.